feeling, and I'm not sure you've said it. If you've said it, maybe you can clarify that Peter Obi is wanting to change Nigeria, because that seems to be your mantra. Peter Obi wanting to fix Nigeria. And as such, that if that doesn't happen by being the president of Nigeria in 2027, you're done. Is that the idea?
Well, that's not the idea. And this is, I've always said, I'm not desperate to be Nigerian president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. So if it's working, I'll support whatever makes it work. I want to see a country where, keep saying it every day, a child of nobody can be somebody without knowing anybody, where we can pull people out of poverty, where young ones will have opportunity to live, get a job, be entrepreneurial, participate in what young people do all over the world.
So it doesn't matter if Peter Obi is the president or not. So far, Nigeria is good. You're fine with it.
Right.
So, and in any capacity that you are able to help, either a minister or a president, that's okay.
I don't even need to hold any post. You don't need to hold any post. I'm contesting because I believe that I will fix it. I will unite the country and be able to do it, to show an example of what is possible.
Well, there are those who do not think that you've got what it takes to unite the country. You just mentioned uniting Nigeria. On Politics Today, the former governor of Borno State, incidentally, when he left office was about the time that you were entering to become.
I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm not one of those desperate politicians. Even when I contested for the first time to be governor, even in my re-election, it will shock you that during my re-election, people will say, "Sir, now that you're in office, go and ask the 30 member of House that impeached me." We sat down and they said, "If you give us this, we will stop the impeachment in front of everybody." And I can call notable names and there. And I said, "I'm not going to give it to you. I'd rather go. My name is Peter Obi. My name is not governor of Anambra State. I'm not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria that works for the youths. We have so much talent and energy here that can change the world. And I want to do that. That's all. It is not about, I want to see a Nigeria where that can generate 30, 40, 50,000 megawatts of electricity. We can't be in a country where, giant of Africa, for years we cannot generate more than 4,000 megawatts of electricity. Number 2 country in Africa, South Africa, with 60 million people, is generating 54,000. I want to remove Nigeria from consumption to production. This is a country that cannot feed itself with 926,000 square kilometers of land. It cannot feed itself. It cannot happen. I went around the entire country. When you fly anywhere in the world, as you're landing, what you see is farmland. What you see in Nigeria is bare land.
Bare land.
Nothing. I was in Taraba. I was in Taraba. You look at the Mambila Hills, where you can produce all the flowers.
You also have in Taraba.
You can produce coffee. Mm-hmm. You can produce tea. The minimum wage today needs to increase. But let me tell you the first one needs to increase. It is low because the productivity is low. So the first thing I'll do, I said it before, is to remove sharing formula and add to it production formula. Then we have to have minimum production. And then we'll talk about minimum wage. I've consistently maintained there's nothing wrong in removal of subsidy. And since you're doing it for savings, we're told we're doing it because we don't want to continue to borrow to continue the subsidy. And the removal of it will be able to have available funds to be invested in critical area of development. With only things. Billions saved. Where is it? You have removed this, and we are not seeing where. It is not just something you say, oh, we are sharing it the way we used to share every other morning. No. People want to see where these funds are invested. It's a very clear thing. We're not the only country who've done that before. Countries after countries go with national.